headphones and everything. I forget what shit is. Sticky brand.
Just in case shit gets wild.
I would tell these motherfuckers they gotta change their name. Sticky brand. I don't know about that. That's a little
sticky brand.
Yeah, it's a little sketchy.
I don't know what you branding.
That's a little sketchy, but I don't know about that. Now they do like fucking stickers and decals and all that shit, but like just the name.
Yeah, they need to work on that.
Hey, what's up, man? How y'all doing? I'm Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You gotta give me a second, but I'll get back to it. No worries. How y'all doing? I know I ain't got no sense. Welcome to the party. Pantha Politix Podcast. I am Seven Da Pantha, aka the Carolina Hurricane, ridiculous thing, aka your baby mama's favorite rapper, and all the other blah 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 blahs. You know how that go. And of course, surprise, ethemadassassin, of course, is out for a while, and Mojo Barnes. We'll get to that in a second. We'll not be doing this today, but it's all good. I lucked up. My bro Monster, listen, I hit him on the horn. I was like, bro, I need somebody to write. He was like, yo, let's do this shit, man. So, Monster was good, man.
Hey, man. Living, bro. I'm living. I'm doing better than Mojo, man.
Ooh-wee. Now, I know y'all hear us talk a lot about getting older in hip-hop and all of this other stuff. Well, I'm about to give you a prime example of what I'm talking about. So, we have a group chat before we talking about topics for the pod and everything. So Mojo hadn't said nothing. And then all of a sudden, a text from Mojo Barnes comes through, and I say, oh, shoot, let's see what kind of sauce Mojo bringing to the party. Let me just tell y'all this. You have to be very careful with the functionality of your body and like how it affects you. This message from Mojo Barnes said, no pod for me tomorrow. I sneezed too hard, and I think I have a hernia. I can't move.
Thing about it,
he's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill me.
I've seen Mojo climb on stuff that I didn't know was climbable. I've seen Mojo jump around on stage and be more lively than like people half his age. I've seen Mojo beat people down and break the back of their skulls in. And it's the sneeze that got him.
Damn, Mojo, man, look. Get some allergy medicines. Like, I don't know. You need some Allegra and a shot of morphine. You'll be good to go. No worries.
Because I'm the visual guy, I imagine the sneeze. Like, this motherfucker was just walking down the hallway and like old ass Looney Tunes style, just like ramped up that sneeze and did the and then just like blew the side of the house off, like boom.
And it was in a body cast immediately.
Yeah. Zoom out like 2 miles away and you see the like mushroom cloud come up.
Oh shit.
Go Daffy Duck style and his bills on the back of his head. So yeah, that's
Mojo.
why.
Damn, Mojo. Hey, I hope you feel better, bro. I really do. I hope you feel better, but I had to. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
There ain't no way that you put that into the text thread and don't expect it to be talked about on the pod. Because he could have just been like, yo, I'm hurt.
Yeah. Man, you gave way too much information, bro. Like, you gotta be careful. When you're talking about motherfuckers that like to make jokes, you can't do shit like that. You can't do that. Oh, man. Well, shit, since I got you here, man, I gotta ask you, because it was just me and Mojo last week. We didn't have E. As y'all know, E is prepping for Australia, so you know what I'm saying? It's about to go down. Congratulations to him. Salute to that for sure. We talked a lot. Like the majority of the pod last time was about K-Dot and Drake, obviously. And we talk a lot, but I thought it would be interesting for the people to hear your perspective on that whole thing.
So I don't do like a lot of like industry rap. Like like the very vast majority of what, like aside from like Nas and the rare occasion that M drops an album, maybe like there's very few people that I will actually like go and search for their music. And that leads into some of it. But yeah, in looking at the beef, I've caught most of the tracks because I don't chase music. So I heard it out of order. Basically, I heard all of the Kendrick tracks before I heard anything from Drake, because like Drake posts his stuff in like 9 different places and takes hella long to drop it onto like a streaming service or something. So like, Kendrick, he's just like, yo, just put that motherfucker out. So like I'll catch a lot of those. But I was like, yo, I ain't trying to search. But then as I started getting into it, I was like, all right, whatever. So I go and search them all. I'm caught up now. And Drake is getting smoked. And I put together quickly though why. And so like I got this whole theory behind this thing. And I'm almost upset that Mo's not here, but kind of glad as well, because on the last pod, Mo was like, I'm never talking about Kanye West again. And I'm actually going to bring Kanye into this for a good reason.
Okay.
When we're talking about like, well, I guess I should say when they're talking about the best rapper, right? When each one like of the, quote unquote big 3 say that they're the best rapper,
right?
They're right. Each one of them is right. And when Kanye interjects his stuff and says, I'm the best rapper, he's right. For a very specific reason. Because each one of them, when they say rap, are saying something completely different. Cole is the best lyricist out there. He's the best rapper.
Right.
Cool. You can't take that away from him. Even with the apology, which was fuck shit, like, shame on you. But like, that don't take away from his capability as a rapper. And I was real mad about the apology, just like everybody else. But now seeing what this is, I'm like, you could have never done that.
Oh yeah, no.
Because even with like, and I think the reason that everybody's so mad is because of the past 3 years of the crazy verse run, and all the talk beforehand. So lyricist Cole, right? When you're talking about an industry rapper, when you're talking about the machine, Drake is by far the best rapper out there, and probably will be for a gang of time.
Yeah.
Because this motherfucker took the industry machine and ran with it, embraced everything. I mean, he called out Taylor Swift. He's more of an industry like person than Taylor Swift is. That little white girl was like, nah, fuck y'all, I get the money, and started doing shit herself. But Drake was like, yo, I'm gonna make y'all billions of dollars, break me off my piece. So like, he plays in the industry. So when you're talking about an industry rapper, there ain't nobody better. So he's the best industry rapper out there. I'm gonna leave Kendrick to the end, because that's where the precipice comes in. When you're talking about Kanye, he's the best rap artist out there.
I feel that
the artistry, nobody can touch him on. And people hate artists. That's why everybody, I mean, like he can be eccentric, he can be wild, he can be crazy. Like Andy Warhol is potentially, you know, one of the greatest American artists of all time, you know, blah, 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 whatever, right? He's an asshole. Everybody hated him. Like, but you can't take away from the artistry of it. It's like, yeah, he might be a shitty person, but his brain just worked different. Same thing with Kanye. Like, yo, like you're a bad dude, but your brain just worked different, and it can lead to true artistry.
Absolutely.
So when you're talking about the artistry, none of them hold a candle to him. So, and then you got K, right? Now, the thing about Kendrick is the bucket that he falls into where he's the greatest, he already said in one of his tracks. He said it in Euphoria. I say we because I'm who the culture's feeling. When you're talking about the culture of hip hop, he's the greatest there is right now.
Okay.
So with all of those, and now the reason that I say that there's the moment this started, whether Cole bows out or not, Kendrick was going to win this. Now looking at it from that perspective, there was no way that Kendrick doesn't win this, because every one of those buckets, the artistry, the machine, the lyricism, the culture, he's number one in the culture. In every other bucket, he's number two.
Right.
I would put him as the second greatest artist underneath Kendrick. I wouldn't give that to Cole or Drake. When it comes to like the machine, he works the machine better than Cole, and Kanye don't know what the machine is these days because he's just so damn off the walls. And then honestly, he fights for lyricists with Cole on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Because he is a dope lyricist. So when you're number two in every bucket and number one in one, it's like, bro, like you've already got it in the bag.
Yeah.
So there was no way, in my opinion, that Cole that Kendrick wasn't going to win this. And with everything that's happening, I'm like, yo, like the game's already done.
Oh, I feel it. Yeah. I was thinking to myself, and I said, man, you know, I was in hindsight, I'm not as mad at Cole. I'm imagining like there's been some whispers that he got some phone calls that was like, bro, listen, I understand what you're trying to do. This ain't that. This ain't a rap thing. Like, shh. You know what I'm saying? So I don't blame him. I think he was really smart to do that. And I also think that you're absolutely right. I think Kendrick, to me, Kendrick was like, yo, you know, I know he's gonna take the bait. Like he doesn't have a choice because of who I am. He doesn't have a choice. He can't dodge this. Like he could ignore Joey because Joe Budden was still underground Joe Budden. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't ignore Meek Mill, but you were clearly the superior. You know, you played the game smarter. I can't even necessarily say that in a battle sense you rap better than Meek Mill. But what I can say is you played it smarter than he did. You're a better all around rapper than Meek Mill. So you knew that. So and you played that to your advantage. So that was smart. But now when you come face to face with, you know, when you got the bloody pork chops around your neck and you come face to face with, you know, a killer shark. They tried to tell you to get out of the water. He was like, yo, we ain't gotta do this. Like you could just take this shot and just keep going and shut the fuck up. But when ego come into play, it's hard to do that. So like, and I think outside of Kendrick being who he is, Drake's biggest downfall in this entire thing was his ego. He believed I can throw this shot at you and there's nothing you're gonna be able to do about it. And Kendrick said, really? Hold my beer. So you know, and so I think Drake learned about now. The thing I will say, and I said it before on here, and I'll say it again. I don't think that Kendrick in any way could end Drake simply because he was created by the machine. So there's nothing you can do about that. But you definitely put some massive chinks in his armor at this point. Like, so it's kind of like, there's a lot of people I know that I consider to be Drake fans. that are kind of like, man, and I'm like, damn.
See,
Okay.
the thing with the thought that I had about being like different aspects and stuff like that, the thing about this beef and the reason I think Drake was so like quick to jump in and be like, yeah, let's rock. Back when um he had the potential to beef with Budden, Drake had something to lose at that point, and he would have.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Now, to your point, there's nothing that Kendrick can do to stop Drake from being the machine entity. And the thing is, you can say that for every one of them. Like even Cole apologizing, it's never going to prevent him from being one of the best lyricists of all time. Even
True.
if Kendrick started to falter in round 5, I don't see it happening. But even if Kendrick started faltering right now, he's already proven that he can do all of these things. Yo, I'm making better tracks right now than Drake is. I'm just
Yeah.
making better music because Drake doesn't know how to make good music while fighting. He don't know how to multitask. But I can make dope tracks and be an asshole because I'm used to being an asshole. I'm the boogeyman.
Exactly. Hell yeah. Oh man, I love it. Oh God. And see, this is the thing. I was listening to another podcast, which shall remain nameless. That y'all already know. I was listening to Joey and them. Listening to Joe and them. And Park said it's too soon in regards to something in particular. I was like, it's never too soon. Like if you remember back in like the early to mid 2000s and late 90s when all that beef was going, like you had a diss track coming out this week from this dude, and then the response track came back on a mixtape the next week, but then on that same mixtape there's another track with some other dudes dissing somebody else, and then now they got a whole thing going back and forth. And I remember P Cutter had this mixtape series called Street Wars, and it was it Street Wars? I can't fucking remember. I don't know. I spoke too much. But it had all the diss shit on it. And like, but a lot of all of
Yeah.
this and shit was going on at the same time. So I was like, yo, how is it too much? Like, I don't understand. But I don't mean to steer y'all crazy off the track. Well, I'm gonna take it back to what I'm talking about. So in the course of all of this whole Drake and Kendrick thing, there's one person who hopped out the window with a track. And it was actually a really good shot. But because he wasn't the actual focal point, he got a few shots here and there. It's Rick Ross, obviously. So Ross did his thing, you know what I'm saying? Spouted off, whatever. So now everybody's favorite everybody's favorite cartoon character, Blood, the game has decided to enter the chat. Hey, look, man. If y'all don't know Jason Taylor can rap, I don't know what to tell y'all. Game is dope. He's been dope since he came in the door. He's dope. Um, he's also an attention whore, and we all know this. Also an attention whore. So to me, I mean, it's a combination of things. I think he was sitting at home bored, nobody was talking about him, and so he decided to jump off the porch. Okay, I get it. All right, cool. Um, but why Rick Ross? Of all the people that like you could have targeted, why Rick Ross out of all the people? I'm curious, but I have my theories about why. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. What do you think about this whole thing?
So the track was dope because Game very rarely makes a bad track because he's dope.
That part.
And I just wish he had to. I wish he could stop having to be reminded. Like if he could just embrace that shit and be like, "Yo, I know I'm dope," and like I don't need to tell y'all that. Like, gang, he when people ain't talking about him, like if people ain't talking, he's cool.
Oh yeah.
But if people are talking, but they're talking about somebody else, that's when he gets mad.
Oh yeah.
And so at that point, like I think the reason he went after Ross is because to your point, aside from Ye jumping in and doing his thing, which you expect the artist to do.
Yeah.
Ross is like, aside from the Future thing where he just brought in everybody to crap on Drake, Ross was the most like the most received. Like
Right.
everybody got it. Like, I received that.
No doubt.
So yeah. So because Ross was the biggest name in the beef without being kind of in the beef.
Oh yeah.
If you attack him, you're attaching yourself to it, but without having to call out any names that you don't want that smoke.
Yeah. Yeah.
So at that point, it's like, okay, like, I'm gonna shoot at him instead, and that way I can get my name in the whole thing because Ross had his name in the media already with the beef. So it's like, okay, now if I attach my name to him, then it's out there. Like I said, I know me and you were already, talking about it. If Game really wanted to get his name regular back out there, if he did what Cole did, what Wayne did back in the day, like the longevity came from a lot of these major artists going on 2 or 3 year crazy runs of just features. Yeah. Like, yo, here's a 16, here's a 32, whatever. Like, put it on your track, but I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna smoke you. And that's the thing, Game can do that. He can get with almost anybody in the industry, go on they shit and smoke them. And it's like, if you do that for 3 years, 2 years, whatever, and like everything you're putting out is just like, yo, he killed them, he killed them, he killed them. There's no arguing that you are one of the best in the game.
That part. Exactly. Hell yeah. See, man. See, this is the whole thing that's always been this, and it's always been this with me, with Game. I always was like, man, this guy can rap. He can really rap. Like, this is cool. I didn't expect to hear another rapper out of Compton like this. You know what I'm saying? And then I mean, lo and behold, then we get Kendrick, a decade later. But like, I heard Game and I was like, man. But then I started noticing, oh, wait a minute. He can't, he doesn't give himself an opportunity to be famous for what he does because he does all the other shit to try to be famous. So like, you could really have been like a bona fide, solidified hip hop star without all the bullshit if you had just did that. Like, cause your music was good, you were selling records, you was doing the shows. You were like, I mean, beefing with it, that shit happens. It is what it is. The shit with you and G Unit, that was bound to happen just because of the nature of the situation. Okay, get it, cool. But like some of this other shit that you've been in, some of these other beefs you've been in, these other beefs, and I say that in air quotes because to me it was kind of in some cases it was you. I felt like you bullying somebody that you can rap better than, and in other cases it was I feel like maybe it was a situation of let me take a shot at this person and see if they shoot back, like just for the and it be somebody that's way up there. Like Jay-Z ignored you for so long, you ain't know what to do with yourself. Like you was just, you know what I'm saying, to the point that you got to the point that you just started lying by the fact that you was dissing him. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know, man. Like, I just think I think he could do better with his time. much like you said, he could go on a feature run. He could drop drop a couple of dope mixtapes or something that's, you know what I'm saying, just some shit that's not for sale, just to get people back in the swing of listening to Game music, you know what I'm saying? And then do what you do and not this shit. Like, and I mean, for me, a motherfucker to rap like that, I don't want to hear you battling unless you battling a worthy opponent. And to me, Ross ain't it. Ross ain't that. So, and no disrespect to him, you know what I'm saying? He do what he do and he do it well, but like, it ain't the same thing.
Yeah.
Not by law.
I mean, Ross, he's already shown what his beef capabilities are. You got Kendrick doing like word assassination. Like at the end of Euphoria, we don't want to hear you say no more. Like he's saying the exact same thing that Ross is saying. Like, you know, the Fubu line versus what is it?
Oh yeah.
I don't know, that white ass brand. Anyway, like he's saying the exact same thing that Ross is with white boy, but you're doing it more creatively. Like Ross is very to the point.
Yeah.
And like it's like, okay, like I'm not, and again, nothing against Ross. Like I agree, like, yo, for what you do, you are dope at it. But that ain't what you do.
Exactly. Nah.
So yeah, it's like, yo, like, yeah, he didn't need to be in there. Like to me, Game is like Game is the rapper that we all know who got into rap not to be a rapper, but to be like popular, to be famous, like somebody that just wanted to get famous. And usually those are really shitty rappers because they don't care about rap. They just want to be famous. But the Game's problem is he's got that mentality of I just want to be famous, I just want to be popular, but he's actually a dope rapper. And that's why it's even more sad to see. Like usually with them motherfuckers, you just, you know, call them clown shoes and then you bounce out. But with Game, it's like, yo, you got the potential to do it though. And that's why I think a feature run would be better than just dropping EPs, because he's burned so much already that people just see him as like, you know, whatever. So even if he drops an EP, a lot of people ain't gonna go and listen to it. But if he's on somebody else's shit and smokes it, they're like, you know, they might not even realize that it's him. And they'll be like, damn, what was that? And go and look at the credits and be like, damn, that was Game. And then the next time they'll be like, oh, that's Game. Okay, yeah, he's gonna be on it. Okay, and check it out. And bang, he smoked him too. He smoked him too. And then it's just natural. Now, but yeah, it's sad to see.
The part of that is fucked up. And I absolutely agree with you that should be the route that he take. But here's the problem that I see with that. Especially in the current era, most of the top rap dudes won't rap with somebody that can rap like them. Like that's somebody that's, and it's the same thing I used to say about rappers who had record labels. Like they're never gonna sign somebody who's gonna surpass them. Like it's always gonna be, I'll sign you, but that's only because I can see your ceiling and it's not as high as mine. So cool. But and I feel like a lot of times nowadays, a lot of the top lyricists, the guys that can rap, most of them don't do songs with the other. Like so, for case in point, if say Kendrick do a remix to They're Not Like Us, you know what I'm saying? They're Not Like Us.
Yeah.
Not Like Us. So he do a remix to that, and I would love to hear Game on that. Just because I know Game can basically adapt to any beat and he's gonna kill it. And like just on some California shit. But like I would love to hear that. And then I would love to hear Nas and Game. Nas and Game make great music together. I'm not sure why Nas just did 6 whole albums and Game was nowhere in sight. But like for some strange reason, in the last 5 years or so, motherfuckers have kind of been hands off with Game. So I'm not sure what the reason for that is. If you can find a way to break through that and get on them records, get on them. Cause yeah, you need to remind motherfuckers you can rap and without all the bullshit attached to it. Yeah. Please.
Yeah, I don't know if there's something going on like behind the scenes that are preventing people from working with him, or if they're just like, yo, you're trying too hard, like you're talking too much and I just ain't got time for it. Like I don't know what it is, but yeah, there's a lot of that stuff that would be fire to see him on.
Yeah.
And there are some people that he could work with that like they got nothing to lose. Like even if he comes on and smokes a verse, it's like, okay, cool. And he might even have a better verse than them, but it ain't gonna impact them at all. Like
exactly.
They're gonna go on and smoke for other people.
I guess sometimes you just gotta know it's that one motherfucker that you inviting for the feature. Like back in the late 90s when motherfuckers called cannabis for the feature, I'm calling you because I know motherfuckers, your name on the record gonna bring people to it. But I'm also very well aware that you're probably getting ready to beat my wheels off on this song, and it's okay that you're gonna do that. I don't care. Like I want you on this song because I fuck with you like that. So like I like that. You know what I'm saying? I like that too. Like sometimes you gotta know.
I'm gonna bring it back personal. I got an album coming out this month. I got you on 2 of those tracks. You're a better rapper than me. The reason I got you on those tracks isn't so that I can be like, I'm gonna beat Seven Da Pantha. It's because it's gonna be a dope track, because we were talking about, the concepting and everything that, we wanted to do. And it was like, yo, you need to be on that.
Indeed. Hold up. Y'all don't listen to his ass though. Don't get it fucked up. If y'all really, and I always say this because motherfuckers swear they like lyrics, they swear they love lyrics until a motherfucker that's lyrical come around, and then they gotta actually pay attention to what's going on. But if you really like lyrics and you really like pictures being painted and actually showing you something beyond just I rap better than you, Monster Listen album on the way. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Absolutely. It's fucking coming. Yo.
I can say that there are some stories on there that I can say.
Okay, speaking of stories, now I do want to know. Y'all know I like politics and shit. Y'all know I like politics. But it's some really strange things that I've heard recently. Mm-hmm. So, have you ever been in a situation where you were having a conversation with somebody about politics and they was like, who you voting for? That person. They're like, man, look, literally anyone else. Literally anybody else. Literally anybody else. And you heard people say that and you was like, damn, that's crazy. Like, so I could say like Lil Johnny down the block and you'll vote for him before these ones. I don't blame you because they, they both senile as fuck, but whatever. I'm not ageist at all. They just old as fuck. Like the truth is the truth. But apparently, I'm not the only person that thought that was cool. A gentleman in Richland Hills, Texas. He's a 35-year-old 7th grade math teacher and U.S. Army veteran. His name was originally Dustin Ebey, E-B-E-Y. And he is a candidate who is running as an independent. And he literally changed his name to literally anybody else. If you don't ever talk to me about dedication. Don't talk to me about dedication if you're not trying to do that. God. This motherfucker. Whoa, bro. What's going on here? Yeah. I don't understand.
When I first read it, I was like, who is this motherfucker, Prince? Like, he just changed his name to a symbol or something? And then I was like, oh, no, he literally changed his name to okay. Oh, shit. Got you. Okay. So, and then the pieces started falling in line. I was like, okay, he's in Texas. Oh, he a teacher. Oh, he was fucked up. That motherfucker got drunk one night and was like, I'm running for president. And they were like, why would they vote for you? Because they need to vote for literally anybody else. And then he was like, hold both of my beers. And went down to the office. And because it was Texas, they were like, we can see that you're fucked up. Do you got $65 for the application fee? And he was like, yep. And they were like, okay. I was like, Texas, teacher, white dude. Yeah, you were drunk off your ass.
Wow. I'm fucking dead. Yo, this motherfucker. He's okay, so all right. Okay, I'm trying to be a professional journalist here. He said America should not be stuck choosing between the king of debt, who is the orange fellow, and an 81-year-old. Literally anybody else isn't just a person; it's a rally cry. You know what? I'm gonna reserve my like the whole thing for me is this: you can't do something like that, and then like we don't know your platform, like we don't know that. We just literally know that you're literally anybody else, and that may very well get some. And see, you just said Eddie Murphy did a joke about drunk white people and the shit that
I
they'll
was
do.
just thinking about it.
And they gonna fuck around and get drunk and go to the polls and be like, dude, let's fucking do it.
Just voted for Jesse Jackson.
Uh,
Yep.
oh my god. Oh, I can totally see this shit. Oh,
Yep.
see.
And the next morning, he fucking won. Yeah.
Like, who the
I
fuck
was
is this guy?
just thinking about that shit when you said it.
Bro, what the? Oh, that's crazy. And the wild thing is, this whole time, even after I put that in the chat, that just popped in my head for the first time. Oh my god, yo, I can totally see that shit. I can totally see it. Oh, I would pay money to watch these motherfuckers go to the.
Mm-hmm.
I pay money to watch them do this. That's yo. All I say is this, and I said it before, and I say it again. Y'all can't talk to me about dedicated. That's dedicated. He meant that shit. Literally anybody else. I'm gonna have to do some research and find out what his platform is and bring that back to the table because that's.
Yeah. I don't know what dude's politics are, but I guarantee that they're broken out into a series of memes.
You feel it? Exactly. Exactly. Shit. Oh man, I gotta find him on fucking social media or something.
Yeah.
You know what? That's gonna be my mission when I get off this podcast. I'm gonna find him. I got to find this guy. I am very interested in what your platform is, sir. And not only that, you know what? I just thought about something. I just realized most of the people that I've seen run for office that were running as an independent or third party or anything of that nature, a lot of them did it. It started out as like a joke. Um, or was it wasn't something they were seriously pursuing. You know what I'm saying? It just kind of
Yeah.
popped off, and they was like, "Dude, we're gonna disrupt the machine," and then all of a sudden, oh shit, I'm really running for fucking mayor right now. Like, what the hell's going on? And I be thinking to myself, like, what is it that like I done got fucked up a whole lot of times in my life, and not once have I ever thought to myself, you know what? I'm gonna go run for mayor.
Mm-hmm.
Not once have I done that. So I'm just wondering what actually spurs a person to the side that they want to throw their hat into that arena. That I don't get it.
I know the notion is like, well, I'm just doing it to, get the message out there. Like these things need to be talked about. And it's like, bitch, get a blog. Like, I don't know, man. But yeah. Not only do you gotta have a gang of money to run for president, I ain't got that kind of bread to waste. Like I got
That
bills
part.
to pay. But like I don't know, half these dudes, I've never seen a picture of literally anybody else. See, that's where that meme shit comes in.
Hell
But
yeah.
like a lot of these other motherfuckers that run as independents back in the day, like Ralph Nader,
Okay.
the dude with the big ass ears. I don't remember if he was an independent, but he knew he wasn't gonna win. Thing is, if he even got close at some point to win, he'd have been like, well, I mean, I don't want to be president. like, like it's a real dangerous fuck around and find out line that he's walking. Because like eventually one of these motherfuckers could pull a dub and be like, yo, you asked for it, motherfucker.
Hey, yo, Rob. What, dog? Hey, what? Can we get a recap?
Yeah, be like, guys, I got nothing.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh god. He trying to kill me. Oh shit. Oh my god. That's crazy. Oh my god. Oh shit. Man. Much best of luck to you. Literally anybody else. I'm gonna be watching, buddy. I promise you that. I will be fucking watching. I promise you. Oh
I just
shit.
can't wait until he announces his running mate, because they gotta announce a VP as well. So when he announces his VP as and that motherfucker,
Oh shit.
at that point they get my vote.
I'm all in. I'm
Yeah,
all in.
literally anybody else and that
And
motherfucker.
that motherfucker.
At that point, cool. You got my vote. I'm down.
Oh shit. Yes. Hell yeah. And that motherfucker. I love it. Hell yeah. Oh shit. Hey bro, you gotta tell me. Oh. I'm very interested. I'm very intrigued by this.
No.
I'm very interested in the crazy experience you said you had.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That shit was wild. All right. So you know I don't smoke.
No doubt.
And I didn't. But I usually, I keep my head leveled, because like I'm the monster when I'm in my right mind. If I lost that, it would end bad. So I'm working on the album, right? And for one of the backtracks, like over behind one of the spoken word joints, I was like, I was looking for like a sound effect that I wanted to put back there, because I was like, it's missing something, right?
Okay.
And because of the feel of the track, I was like, it hit me, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna go listen to ASMR sounds and see if I can find something that I could work into the mix. Because the whole point of an ASMR sound is like, it's supposed to be like, it's supposed to center you, it's supposed to be calming, it's supposed to, like basically put your ass to sleep. And I was like, all right, so I'm gonna go listen to those. My problem is I don't sleep very much. So I'm listening to probably like 2 straight hours of just random chicken heads doing ASMR sounds. And like, fucking whispering, and then like, doing like random sounds and shit. And I didn't intend to do it for 2.5 hours. I picked up my phone and I was like, all right, I'll do this for a quick 10 minutes.
Oh shit.
And then 2.5 hours later, I was like, oh yeah, that one's dope. I found something that I like. Now I ain't gonna, rip her shit, but now I know how to recreate it, right?
Exactly.
But then I looked at the clock and it had been damn near 3 hours, and I was like, bitch, what you done to me?
Oh shit, he was hypnotized.
Yeah. And that's why I don't do social media like that either, because a motherfucker will pick up his phone, be on social media, and let like 3 hours go.
Hell yeah.
I don't do that because I gotta work. I got like 12 jobs.
One job, you lazy bum.
You lazy bum. So yeah, I got like 12 jobs. I ain't got time to be on my phone for 3 hours.
Shit.
And on your phone for 3 hours.
Oh, that's
Get a
crazy.
job, you lazy bum. Yeah. So yeah, I ain't had time for that. And then I realized that it had been 3 hours, and I was like, man, you ruined my whole fucking night listening to your calm ass. Get out of here. Almost threw my phone against the fucking wall because of that ASMR bitch, man.
Oh shit.
I was like, man,
Yo.
I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna show you the opposite of what ASMR is. I'm gonna make you real stressed.
Uh-uh.
I was like, bitch, I'm gonna color outside the lines.
Oh shit. Yo, I'm trying to think. I'm like, how do you listen to that for 2.5? I would probably be like,
Yeah.
he's
Well,
snatching
see,
my
I mean,
beard out.
when I'm putting together a beat, like it's not unheard of for me to like go down a rabbit hole of like, you know, a bass line or a drum line because I know I need to find the perfect sound.
What that?
But, you know, like the reason that it's different is because like I'll be clicking and be like, okay, like I like this one, but not for that. So I'm gonna save this one for later. Like, okay, I like this one, but it needs to be a little different. So maybe I'll recreate it, but let me see if I can find other inspirations. So it ain't unheard of for me to sit there for 2 hours just listening to different bass lines, different listening to different drum lines, whatever. Um, the reason that this is different is because like I'm not saving things for later and like listening to like hip hop samples or like old tracks that I can pull from is one thing, but sitting here listening to a white bitch just going like, I'm like, if you don't get, yeah. So I was pissed. I was like, this little white bitch done tried, you know, her white voodoo
Oh
magic on
shit.
me, and I
Oh
was mad as
shit.
hell, bro.
Here they're listening to Now 99, the Wonderlust edition.
You know, so yeah, yeah. So
The
that,
fuck?
yeah, that's what happened to me the other night, and I got very angry and
Oh
realized that
shit.
ASMR is not for me because I might be cool afterward, but I'm gonna be real angry.
Yo, that's great. You know, it's the funniest shit in the world, bro. I was listening. I be trying to turn. I used to try to turn on them the whale sounds and the ocean sounds. Like I tried
Oh, like
any of
the
them
white
shits.
noise type shits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I turned that shit on. I'm like, maybe if I turn this shit on and I just dim the brightness and I just listen to that, I'll just go to sleep. Nah, not at all. As a matter of fact, if I listen to the ocean too long, I'm gonna have to go pee. And
Yep.
then, you know what I'm saying? Like listening to like the outside, I start feeling like it's bugs and I'll be like, yo, what the fuck is happening right now? Like I don't understand what's going on. So like nah,
Mm-hmm.
it just fuck with my brain. It don't really it don't put me to sleep. It make me feel like there's some other shit going on that ain't even taking place. So yeah, I
You
don't fuck with none of that.
want to hear some real shit? I had some real life experience on that shit. You know where, like, the area that I grew up in.
No doubt.
When I went to college, the college town that I was in was quiet as fuck, and they had like cows and shit. And I was like, it was the first time I had ever been in like a quiet spot, and like you be sleeping, and it's hard to sleep quiet now.
Oh yeah.
And then you hear a cow, and you're like, "What the fuck?" Like ready to pop off, right? And then like, so my roommate thought I was crazy, and like, you know, whatever. But because like I would turn on like either like, you know, old school hip hop music, um or you know, but it had to be like either some gangster rap shit or like there were times like where I would put in NWA and put on Fuck the Police on repeat. And because, you know, some of the sounds on the track, that's what I attribute to like hearing outside my window. So I would have to
Absolutely.
bump that shit to go to sleep. because I couldn't take the quiet and the cows outside the window, and I ended up having to leave that school.
Cows and shit. he said the town was quiet and that cows and shit.
It was crazy, bro. So yeah, when you fall into sleep listening to sirens for the first like 20 years of your life, you can't turn that shit off.
But yeah, nah, the cows ain't gonna cut it after that.
That's I was like, couldn't you at least be a pig, motherfucker? Like, at least that way, like my mind might attribute it, be like, oh man, the pig's outside, somebody get him. Like, but nah, man, it was fucking cows.
Oh shit. Oh, they got you know what? That made me think. You asked an interesting question. You raised an interesting question in the chat, and that just made me think about it again. About shit that we do like regularly, normal shit that we do, and we consider it to be like just basic. But then you find out that it's people that don't do it, that don't know nothing about it. And I was thinking, as soon as you asked that, I started thinking, and I was like, damn. What is something that fit that description? Let me think. And then I realized one of the most basic ones, actually reading directions.
Yep.
Seems basic. Like it seems like common sense that you would do that you would read the direction. But everybody does do that.
Yeah. So the story that spawned that question, right? I had a can of like tomatoes, but it was a can of like tomato chili, like like tomato pepper mix, right?
Okay.
And I put the can opener on the can, and I didn't realize that people didn't know this is how you were supposed to use a can opener. So it was one of those things where it's like, I'm not crazy. This is how you're supposed to do it. Most people take the can opener like, I'm bringing out the knife. So if this is the can opener, right?
Okay.
Most people put it this way, where the can's here, and they put it like this, and then go around the can. That ain't how you're supposed to do it. The blade to the can opener, like the magnet part, is supposed to go on top of the can, and the blade is supposed to go around the can, and the whole metal piece pops off.
Right.
Nobody else knows that. I got looked at like I was a psycho, and I was like, what are you talking about? Like, why would you do it this way and leave like this sharp ass metal edge there? And they were like, because that's how you use a can opener. And I was like, no, it's not. And then other people started arguing with me, and they was like, yo, this is how you do the can opener. And I was like, no, it's not. And literally everybody in the room. And I was like, all right, listen here, white people. It has been proven time and time again that your parents do not have your best interests at heart. So embrace the oppression and just know that they are here to fuck you up.
Yes.
And they taught you wrong.
Oh,
and
my
history
God.
proved me right. And if you do this, you ain't going to stab yourself with a janky ass can after you use the can opener. So
that's
yeah.
That's crazy. He said they looked at me like I was a psycho. Yeah, I mean, I did often wonder why common sense is referred to as common sense when it's clear that it's not as common as you would assume it is.
Exactly.
I always wondered about that because, okay, case in point, we talk about this a lot too, about how different the whole pedestrians have the right of way thing is in different places.
Yeah.
In Washington, okay, viewers, listeners, if y'all ain't from here, and I'm from judging from the analytics, y'all probably not. So I'm gonna run it down for you. In Washington, the pedestrians have the right of way thing is kind of to the extreme, in my opinion. I've seen motherfuckers slam on their brakes like scared just because a motherfucker was like trying to walk across the street. Like, and they felt comfortable stepping off that curb because of how people out here treat the whole pedestrians have the right of way thing. Now, I'm from the East Coast, and y'all know that. And fuck around and find out it's absolutely the rule of the day. It might be best to just keep your ass on the curb and let this car go ahead and then do it, because it's a good chance you might lose some shit. You know? So and that to me is like, okay, you got to be able to read the room, take the temperature where you at, pay close attention to how everything's happening around you, because where you from might operate one way. Like a motherfucker from Washington State to fuck around and go to the east and get hit by a car because they think that they feel the same about pedestrians having the right of way when they clearly don't. They do not get two fucks about that shit. Like, like they do not care. So you got to be like common sense, and it's like and everything that people consider supposed to be common sense. Like a lot of that shit end up being the thing that people fuck up on a daily basis. So like. I mean, I don't know, man. That should.
I've lived most places around the country, for various time frames, but I've lived like in most of the states. The grouping of the Pacific Northwest, those motherfuckers will die if they go anywhere else. That's why they're here.
Oh shit.
Because they will die if they go anywhere else. Now, there are varying degrees of the pedestrian rule. In some states, it's like you ain't lying. Like the pedestrian will literally just walk off the motherfucking sidewalk without even looking.
Oh yeah.
Just knowing, like, oh yeah, they're gonna stop. And then they'll get mad if you stick your head out the window and be like, "You dumb motherfucker," and be like, "Well, I got the right of way. You're stupid." And it's like, they'll die if they go somewhere else doing that shit. Now, there are other areas where the pedestrian will stop and actually look both ways, because that's supposed to be the common sense. At least look both ways.
Therefore.
And, you know, they might see some of these coming, but they'd be like, yo, they're far enough away. Now, I assume they're going to stop because I'm the pedestrian. And they got plenty of time to do it. And they'll start walking. They might have taken some precaution to do it, but they're gonna go. Now, on the east, even if that car's a block away, depending on how fast they moving, you be like, nah, wait. Because that motherfucker about to hit me. He might speed up just out of my audacity.
Oh, word, that's how you feel it?
Yeah. So it's like,
guilty.
Yo, hey, you do your big road, get going. I'll walk after when the road is clear.
I ain't even in a hurry like that. It's cool.
Yeah, that's why you driving and I'm walking, because you got a shorter time frame than me.
You clearly got places to be, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. But yeah, up here they flip the script, and that's why these motherfuckers will not survive anywhere else. Even how depressing motherfuckers is up here, like they could go down to Cali and get some sun. They can go over to New York and get some good food, get that nightlife. Like, there are so many other things, but the thing is, if they go over there, they will die. So it is stay up here and survive, or go have fun for a quick minute and then lose your shit because you are equipped to be out there in the world.
Yo, that is crazy.
And if anybody got a problem with me, fuck you. I'm living from experience because I've seen both of them.
You feel me? Exactly. Yo, that's crazy. You know, I always wondered about that, because I said, I remember when I first moved out here, I said, okay, so I moved here in May of 2016. So it was right as the summer was about to come in. And so I got a chance to see them. Now, the Northwest, the summer in the Northwest is some dope shit. I can't even front on it. It's beautiful out here. Like no bullshit. If you like nature, if you like green shit, if you like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you'll fuck with it out here. So I got tricked. You know what I'm saying? And the summer was all flat. Like I was like, yo, my first 3 months, 3.5 months was like, damn, this is fire. You know what I'm saying? It's staying daylight till 10 o'clock at night. And I'm like, yeah, motherfucker, oh, it's up. And then October came and everything changed. Everything changed.
Life got real different.
You feel me? But the one thing that's been consistent since I've been here, except for one particular year, and I can't remember if it was 2017 or 18, but like I always said, winter here. And I was like, and everybody back east always asked about the winter time, and I always said, well, it rains a lot. It don't really snow like that, like not on this side anyway. Like on in Eastern Washington is where you'll get the snow and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I started thinking, because of the difference in the weather, I always ask people from here, you think you would be okay if you went to like Buffalo for one winter? You think you can survive it? And they're like, yeah, da, 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 da. I was like, nah. Because like when it's 20 degrees out here, you act like it's the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? So like, you really think that you could go to like Buffalo or Boston or Detroit or Chicago in the wintertime and survive it? You know what I'm saying? You can't stay in the house. You got to get out and go do shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta go to work, you gotta go whatever the fuck going on, you gotta go do shit. But it's cold, like you ain't never seen cold in your life. Like you ain't never seen cold in your life.
Washington shuts down when God just sprinkle a little crack on it. Like just a little sprinkle of snow. And Washington shuts down. And you tell me that the thing is, they say that they can survive in Buffalo because they don't know Buffalo. And that's what I'm saying. These motherfuckers don't know. And they will die.
They will die. Oh my God, yo, that is
Just a
crazy.
little sprinkle of snow. And they're like, yo, schools is closed down, y'all. Everybody stay inside. You got bosses telling people, yo, don't come to work. Because I'm not going to be there.
Just go to the crib, man. Just go to the crib.
Yeah. Because my curb iced over a little bit. I can't get my car out. I might slide a little bit. So
Man.
I ain't going to work. So you can't go to work. Now, if you ain't at work tomorrow, I'm going to fire your ass. But because I ain't going to work, you can't go to work. But guess what? You ain't getting paid for it either. Suck my dick. That's Washington.
There you go. And they don't give a fuck. So, nope. so you just love it what you love. Man, I be trying to think of ways that out here is similar to where I go, you know, to back east. And like I start finding them slowly as time progresses, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times it's just a matter of finding the right way. Because out here is such a sprinkle of so many people from so many places because of the military bases and colleges and all the other shit. I don't know, man. Washington, all right, but the glitch in the matrix with Washington is this. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. The whole passive aggressive thing y'all be doing, I don't like it. And B, you can't have the mind state of like a New York or a Chicago or Los Angeles or Miami. You can't have that mind state if you're not willing to do what it takes in regards to the infrastructure of where you're at, you know what I'm saying, to turn it into that. You know what I'm saying? So like when we talk about hip hop in the Northwest, I say it all the time, there's no industry here. None. They like, oh, radio, like they don't give a fuck about what we doing. Them motherfuckers ain't playing nobody from here. What are you talking about? There is no, industry here that supports Washington. None. E40 went gold in just California. He didn't need to sell records nowhere else. He just in California. What?
Yeah.
You sold 500,000 records in one state. What the fuck? Come on, man. Like, but you can't think that you're that and give off that air to people when you haven't done what it takes to establish that. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that's the biggest drawback or downfall for like Seattle, Tacoma, the bigger cities of Washington. Seattle thinks of itself as this thing that it's not. Like really big cities look at Seattle and be like, okay, little homie, we hear you. All right. Just, hey,
Yo,
go to the
y'all
store.
got some fish.
Go get me some Dutchess, man. Go to the
Yeah.
store, give me some Dutchess. You said y'all got some fish. Oh shit.
The realization I had about Washington, and I mean, like, there's a lot of things I love about Washington too, but it's just, it's easier to call out like the differences. The thing that always got me about Washington, I don't know if it's like a special type of paint they use or what, but when the winter turns up here, everything gets gray. Like, everything's mad colorful, and I'm not just talking the trees, like buildings, like the whole environmental picture. All of it is really colorful in the summertime. And then the next day, like, it'll be 85, and in 3 days it's going to be like 36 degrees. And that's when, bang, all right, summer's over, winter hit. Very little fall these days.
Yes.
In that 3-day span, somehow the color drained from everything, and everything is now gray. And it's like, of course, y'all motherfuckers are depressed. Like, go paint some shit.
This motherfucker look like Shawshank. Of course you.
Yeah, this shit's wild.
Oh god. That shit is wild. The whole fucking state look like Dannemora and shit. The fuck, man. Yeah, that's real shit. And I like the fact that there's so many different cultures. Like you can find a little bit of something from like every like the food. You have a lot of different options. I'm not saying it's the best. I'm just saying there's a lot of options. And then like there's a big, of course, there's a steadily growing vegan community out here. So like it's easy to find options in that realm. And I think most of the Northwest and the West Coast in general is kind of like that at this point. And I tried to tell me and somebody was talking the other day, and I said, you know what I'm starting to realize? I'm starting to realize that the entire West Coast is the same. It's the same. It's just you get a variation when you get to California because of all the sunshine that they get. You know what I'm saying? But if you get to the bare roots of all of it, most of it's the same. But you can tell the difference only, and this is the wild thing that draws the difference for me. In California, you see the influence of a stronger influence of Mexican culture because they're right there. They're right there. But in the Northwest, you get more of the indigenous influence over culture because but I mean they all the same people. It's just a matter of where they was at. So like you know what I mean, but like yeah, so I'm like, damn, yo, it's crazy. When you look at it that way, it's really like the whole West Coast is the same. You know what I'm saying? Like and I think that is what makes it seem strange to people who are from other places because of the massive amount of division that happens in other places as opposed to over here. Like again, 3 states on the West Coast, period.
Yeah.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? On the East Coast, you got 15. You know what I'm saying? And they all got their own culture. So it's like,
And it'll take you like 5 hours to drive through that motherfucker. When driving 5 hours on the east, you could get through three fucking states.
Exactly. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
But even Northern Cali is a lot like the Pacific Northwest. Like Northern California, like they get a lot of the same weather. They got a lot of the same like structure and everything as the Pacific Northwest. It really doesn't start becoming like, like California until you hit the Bay. When you hit San Fran and Oakland, shit changes. And then as you go further south, you start getting into like the real California lifestyle. But everything above the Bay, it's the same shit.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. See? Yeah, and most people never know that because you don't even really hear about that part of California. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
Yeah, you don't even hear about that shit. That's, man. Yeah, I remember the first time I drove into the Bay. I ended up having to get off in Vallejo, and I was just like, yo, it was crazy to me to see this. I saw the sign and I got off and I'm giggling the whole time I'm getting off the exit, and nobody knows why I'm laughing and shit because they all from out here. So like I'm giggling because I'm like, yo, I know for a fact I just got off the highway and where I know that E40 from. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that to me, that I was like, yo, that tickled me because I'm like, yo, I've been seeing this motherfucker in magazines for years. And like now I'm like in his city right now. Bang. I just pulled up in this motherfucker. So like, and I be feeling kind of crazy because I'm like, yo, I be feeling like I be on some fanboy shit sometimes. But like, nah, it's just that it's like for a long time you heard about it or you read about it. And now I'm like right here standing in front of it, or right here, I'm driving around in the city right now. And that connect me back to like everything as I grew up in the culture, you know what I'm saying? So like I love that shit. But yeah, man, California, I fuck with Cali. I fuck with Cali heavy. Like it's a great place to visit. I can't live with y'all. But it's a great place to visit. Absolutely.
I used to love living down there too. Like you get used to the lifestyle down there real quick, and they move.
Oh yeah.
So maybe that's why I like it so much, because the motherfuckers move. Like it don't matter who it is. It's like, yo, I got somewhere to be. And if you don't got somewhere to be, like, and you don't get over, they're gonna make you get over. Up here, you have a motherfucker in the far left going slow as hell.
Oh yeah.
Down there, you do that shit, they will get you over.
Motherfuckers around here just go around you and be like,
yeah. You look like a bitch. And then they keep driving, and it's like, yo, I'm about to break up your whole fucking car if you don't get off this road. Because not only do I got to get past you, but I got about 90 motherfuckers that are built up behind me. So yeah, no, it's real in the field down there, bro. That's why I can do it.
Yeah, I enjoyed driving to LA. That shit was fun. I mean, until we got the I can't remember where we was at, but it got to a point where shit was ain't nobody moving, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, see, here we go with this bullshit. I said, hey, can I get off this? And like, and the other thing about LA is, like in Tacoma, if I get off on a particular exit, see, and this is why I say stop acting like you're not. Even in Seattle, I can get off at a particular exit because traffic backed up, and I can maneuver my way through the city fairly quickly to get wherever I was going on the highway. If I get off, I was like, if I get off right here, how long will it take me to get where we going? Man, if you get off here and try to go through the city, it's gonna be another 45 minutes.
Yeah.
You might as well just wait this shit out.
Yeah,
I was like,
tomorrow.
You feel me? I was like, damn. Okay. So when I started learning how spread out it was, you know what I'm saying, for being out there with E. Pause, indeed. Yeah. I was like, yo. He was like, man, LA County is humongous, you know what I'm saying? So like if you count all of that, yeah, this shit it'll take you forever. I was like, damn. So that's that's the thing I'm saying when you're talking about that, when you got a place like that, that and one of their main things is entertainment. Yeah. When you got a place like that where the sun shine all the time, they gotta be. Think about everywhere where the sun be shining at. Miami, same shit. Florida, same shit. California, same shit. I mean, even Arizona, Nevada, all places you go to have a good time. Why? Because the sun shines there all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, come on down here when it get fucked up where you live at. Because it's going to get fucked up where you live at if it ain't here. It's going to get fucked up. You better believe that shit. God damn it.
Shit's getting great. Gotta go.
Oh, man, bro. That shit is... Do you know how... I didn't know how many motherfucking people... I thought for certain that people that lived in Washington had to have like vacation homes in warm places. I was shocked to find out the number of them that don't.
Yeah, motherfuckers is broke up here, bro.
They be like, nah, I just be here, yo. I'm chilling.
Yeah. Even the motherfuckers that got bread because they work in like tech industry or something, them motherfuckers live in the rich neighborhood, so they ain't got no bread because all their bread go to that. So it's like, okay, I can live in this rich ass neighborhood because I got that bread, but they took all my bread, so I can't go get no house nowhere else.
Oh shit! Yeah, the cost of living in this motherfucker is extreme, bro. Like it's extreme. I remember I seen it was in Oregon. I think it might have been in Portland. It was I went to a store in the corner. I think I was doing a show, and I walked to the store in the corner, and I walked in, and I'm looking at the prices on everything, and I'm like, man, these numbers are like really different than what I usually see. You know what I'm saying? But this was like probably 5 years ago. So fast forward to maybe I don't think it was this year. It might have been last year. Back in Portland, back in the store, and looking at the prices, and I realized how much the gap has closed between what I saw in Portland that day and what I usually see in Tacoma, and now they're much closer. You know what I'm saying? Even the last time I went to North Carolina, I'm noticing the prices are moving closer together. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to at a point I could say, man, this water that cost me $2.50 in this store in Washington cost me 99 cents in North Carolina. But now that $2.50 bottle of water in Washington costs $2.80. You know what I'm saying? But in North Carolina now it costs, you know what I'm saying, $1.99. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh shit. Like it's getting closer. So like
and it's fucked up that you're talking about water.
Yeah.
Like it ain't even no crazy shit. It's like, yo, the water is expensive, yo, and it's just getting worse, and it's filling the gap. Pause. We talking about fucking water. Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy.
That shit's wild, bro.
Yo, I don't know, man.
My dude from that I used to work with, his family is from Flint. Like he was born and raised there. He came up there, he left for school, and then went out and started working. But his whole crew's still over there. Them motherfuckers still don't got water. Every time I talk to him, I ask him, how's mom and them and blah blah blah, everything, right? And it's just like, still bottled.
Man.
Them motherfuckers still don't got water. It's been a decade since like Flint was big news. This year, it's a decade. That shit happened in 2014. And them motherfuckers is still going off of bottled water.
That's crazy. Hey man, look. I know y'all be thinking I be tripping when I be saying shit, but I ain't tripping. I promise you I'm not tripping. You literally have people sitting in offices getting nice paychecks every month that y'all went to the ballot instead of the long ass line to click or or whatever, however the fuck you did it to vote for this person to put them in that spot. For this to be happening still. And y'all, all right, man. All right, man. Like, all I'm gonna say is this: in regards to that, if you go to your job every day and you do your job every day, and you already know that if you don't do your job right, if you do one thing wrong, somebody's gonna hold you accountable for that thing, and it could very well mean you no longer having your job. If you can go 10 whole years with the entire country, the whole world knowing that the water supply is ruined, and that there's a way to fix it, and you ain't done it, do it that what you would. Do it that what you would. That's all I can say.
I'll raise you. And being that job is the only contingent to you having the roof over your head, having medical insurance. You can't go to the hospital if you don't work that bum ass job.
That part.
Think about all the things that come with that gig and tell me that this ain't fucked up. And that's why the monster exists. Bro, because humanity had their chance.
And blew it. Pause.
Yep. Too many times. So, yeah.
That shit is
time trash, for the balance to be had, brother.
That shit is trash. Man, I be trying my best to avoid having conversations about politics with people. Like with certain people. Like I try my best to stay. Like when I see it coming, I'll be like, motherfucker, you can't give me nah, motherfucker. But for some strange reason, I was in Safeway. See, this is starting off bad already. I was in Safeway and I'm in line and I was going to go through self-checkout, but for whatever reason, it was only a couple of them open. It was a pretty significant line. It was a few of them that was down. I was like, fuck it. It might just be quicker to just go over here with the person. It's cool. I get in the line and I'm standing there and there's now somebody's behind me, like a couple people that got behind me, pause. And then it's a couple other people ahead of me. So I'm standing there and I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, like my mind already out the door of the store. Like I'm already like, okay, after I do this, I gotta da 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 da. Then all of a sudden I hear, well, I mean, why would you vote for him? Oh, and I was like, uh-oh, this is not gonna be good. Why did that particular thing just jump out at me? And then so then I realized that the two people that's ahead of me are having a conversation about politics because of one of the little magazines on the side over here. They see Joe Biden's picture, and now they're going da 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 da. So then the guy thought it was okay to say, "Well, I mean, hey, who are you voting for?" I was like, "Whoever I decide to when I walk in there and look at the ballot, I guess. I don't know." He was like, "I mean, but are you voting for Biden?" I doubt it. Well, so then you're voting for Trump? I definitely doubt that. Yeah.
Literally anybody else.
Literally anybody else. Yeah.
And that motherfucker.
And that motherfucker. Exactly. Oh shit. Yo, that is crazy. So I'm like, yo, I'm thinking to myself, like, how do I get out of this like smooth? Like I don't want to cause a scene in this safe way. And plus I'm like at least 8 inches taller than both of these motherfuckers. And you know what I'm saying? And they both share the complexion for the protection. So I'm gonna be in trouble if this goes sideways. So like yo, I'm thinking to myself, like, how can I end this like smooth? So then the guy says, well, I mean, if you want to make sure that your American values are protected, I think it's important that you vote for a president who's strong. And I was like, hey, I tell you what, I absolutely agree with you that we should have a strong president. And with that said, I'm going to do us all a favor, and I'm going to vote for Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
And it was like, and for some strange reason, they decided they didn't want to talk to me anymore. So, I mean, I don't know. Yeah. But thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. Yeah, but don't do that.
See, you're already a better man than me, man. The moment that they would have started talking, I'd have been like, hello, peasants. The conversation would have started bad. I just got no personability with me no more.
Oh, shit. Hello, peasant.
Yeah, it's like, all right, man. Well, you stay blind, thrive, and die in your peasantry, bro.
Oh
Be easy.
shit! Oh my god! I feel you, dog. That shit
So,
is crazy.
yeah, you already
Oh
better than
shit!
I am, bro.
Oh man, that shit is man. Oh my god, that's funny. Oh shit. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, like you can't just bombard a person in the Safeway line with a political First of all, we're at Safeway. This is supposed to be a safe space. Why are you bombarding me with your political conversation, sir? Like I don't got nothing better to do. Like, I don't know, rearranging the sale price signs or something. I don't know, but I don't want to have that conversation. Like, or at least at the very least, and this is something that I noticed, and I think that social media has only exacerbated this problem. People will argue from a standpoint that they don't even believe,
Yeah.
simply for the engagement.
Hmm. Bro, before social media, it used to be taboo to talk about politics. Like, Chappelle did a whole ass thing on it. So who you voting for? Whoa, whoa, whoa. So I was fucking my wife in the ass, right? Like, you ask me all these personal questions. Like, that was real shit when he said it.
No doubt.
Like, at least for the whites.
Oh shit.
But now these motherfuckers will not only talk to you about it, but argue with you about it just to start the argument.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it don't matter what the answer is. You could tell them, you could agree with these motherfuckers, and if you don't do it right, it's gonna be an argument.
Oh yeah. There's a gang of them motherfuckers on Rumble. Hey man, look, Rumblers, thank y'all. Thank y'all so much for tapping in. And tell your friends to tap in too. Because I feel like personally that it would be in our best interest to reclaim Rumble for ourselves. I think we should do that. I think
It's
we
a
should.
liberation, bitches.
I think we should do that. Absolutely. I think we should do that. Because honestly, let's think about it. YouTube, uh, at this juncture, I'm pretty much convinced YouTube don't give a fuck. They will take any as long as they can make money off you, they do not give a
Mm-hmm.
fuck what you're talking about. It is what it is.
Yeah, they gonna make
Um,
that bread.
yeah, they gonna get theirs. Hey, you want to talk about killing baby dolphins? Here you go. There you go. Go ahead. 10 million views. Cha-ching. Yeah, okay. Gotcha. But Instagram, Facebook, like all of these social media platforms, they are kind of showing they kind of showing they slip hanging, you know what I'm saying? In regards
Mm-hmm.
to what they allowing to get through and what they're stopping from getting through. So I started thinking to myself, the conversation about politics is going to be skewed either way you look at it.
Yeah.
Primarily because the motherfuckers that where most motherfuckers get their information from ain't playing the game fairly. If you was really playing the game fairly, you wouldn't be trying to stop people who are speaking for the betterment of the greater good, as opposed to those who only speaking up for those with special interests. Um, and I'm trying to be like say it without saying it, but like
Yeah.
I'm trying to say it without saying it, but you know what I mean. So you know, I mean, y'all make a lot of money, and I get it. I get it, and I understand where that's where a lot of that comes from. But another big part of that is the control aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, People give a whole lot of information, and there's a whole lot of people who sustain entire communities of friendship through social media. These people have
Mm-hmm.
never met each other in person at all. Some of them, you know what I'm saying? Um, and to know that you will manipulate that for that's just crazy, man. That's just crazy to me. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah, bro. Somebody that has known somebody on a social media platform for like a decade at this point. and ain't never met him in person, it's like, yo, like you literally know nothing about this person. Everything you know is shit that they've told you.
Yeah.
Like and that shit's wild to me. But they'll call him a friend. And it's like, yo, y'all gotta create a new category or something. Cause like if you physically haven't met this motherfucker,
You know?
like that ain't a friend. I don't know what it is, but it ain't that, yo.
Nah. Like you don't even really know this motherfucker. Like not even the same friend. You don't really know this motherfucker.
Yeah.
At all. Like that. Oh man. I don't know. People will go for anything, man. Like this
Yeah.
is
Shit's crazy, bro.
I've been thinking to myself, I should start a TikTok page, strictly to pull pranks on people. But it'll be easy to do it now because with all of the digital AI shit, I'm gonna just take some AI shit and turn my voice into like mad different people.
No doubt.
And fuck with people. I think I might do that. Yeah, like I don't know. Sounds like fun. I used to watch the Jerky Boys.
The Jerky
Uh,
Boys, yeah.
I thought they were really fucking hilarious. So I was like, yo, I would really love to do that shit, but like the whole caller ID thing kind of fucked up prank calling a little bit, but you know.
Yeah. There was a show that came on. This was after the Jerky Boys era, because Jerky Boys, like, them's was the originals.
Oh yeah.
But there was a show, I think it was on Comedy Central, where it was like puppets or some shit. But that's basically all it was like the audio was just like prank calling motherfuckers. But then they would put like puppets or some shit to it. And that was the thing that came after Jerky Boys that basically did the same shit. But yeah, with AI, like, yeah, that shit changed the game. You could do some dangerous shit with that one.
Oh yeah. I'm almost a little shook to think about what I might do with that. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I might do some dastardly deeds with that. Da- Dastardly deeds. Yeah, man. I ain't heard that one in a long time. Shit. Oh shit. Oh man. Well, look, yo, I mean, I ain't really got nothing that was too crazy. I don't think nah, I'm good. Shit. I'm good. Oh man. I do want to remind everybody, Murderless Crow by Soul the Interrogator, produced by Mojo Barnes, is out now. Um Light Work, the album by No C and myself, out now. What else? The new video for Soup by Double XL, produced by Mojo Barnes, also out now. On the horizon, we have Monster Illicit. Well, man, you can tell me yourself shit.
Yeah, the album's called Book of the Monster Volume 1. We got the second leg of the Gravitas tour coming up. So the tour starts on the 2nd, and the album is releasing May 31st. So it'll be just in time for the album. The single's out right now, but that's just on Bandcamp. And the album might release on Bandcamp for the beginning as well, but eventually it'll make its way over to the DSP. But yeah.
Yes,
And I'm Monster Illicit at all that shit.
yes, there it is. Hey. Oh, matter of fact, I gotta say congratulations to my brother from another mother, Apostle AP, and my sister Brittany Nicole. Kair, their son was born yesterday.
Oh, congrats, yo.
Kair Miller Adams. Congratulations to both of you. Welcome to the
Absolutely.
world, nephew. Welcome to the world. Can't wait to meet you. Yeah, man. More sound chamber shit on the way, you know what I'm saying? My album with Drugs Beats is, I promise y'all it's coming. I know I've been saying that for a minute, but yo, I'm gonna be honest about some shit right now. I don't mind sharing with y'all. I I honestly have been having trouble writing the Drugs album, and I think the reason why is because I'm actively attempting to make to write the most phenomenal verses I ever wrote in my life. You know what I'm saying? So it's taking me a minute to break through the wall because like I'll start writing something and I realize that it's not going where I want it to go, and I'll stop.
Mhm.
I'm like, nah, I've done that before. I'm trying to do something I never done before, and so yeah, it's a little bit of a stall in the engine, but it's cool. I got some cool features I'm working on right now. I got a joint with my man Silas from Blood Moon. If y'all familiar with Season and Nico, Silas is Season's brother, Nico's uncle. I also got a feature coming up with the Apostle from Beat Armada. Y'all probably caught his interview on Sidebars. Shit. I don't know. I got a few other verses coming up. We do got the show May 31st at Waterland Arcade with The Unforgiven, Old Dreamer, and somebody else. I can't remember off the top of my head. My apologies. But my apologies. Yeah, I'm hot, man. It's okay. Um I think that's
Oh, speaking of new shit, yeah, everybody, if you check out Book of Monster on May 31st, you're gonna see something new. I got
oh yeah.
there's yeah, you're gonna see something new. I ain't gonna tell you what it is. Check it out. It's gonna change the game up a little bit.
Now you must learn. That's what I'm talking about. All right, shit. Well, look, that y'all know what it is, man. Y'all locked in. Thank y'all so much for your time. Thank you for your ears. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, tell your people to come pull up with you next time, all that other dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna try some new shit. Coming up. I talked to a couple of the homies. We getting ready to get all purpose back off the ground. But we
Oh,
might be getting ready to toy around with some live podcasting coming up soon. So yeah. It might be some real wild shit about to go down. And I'm looking forward to it. Absolutely. So thank y'all so much. Salute the Pretty King. Salute the Echo Limitless. Salute the ethemadassassin and the Mojo Barnes. Hey Mojo. Never mind, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't
zoo
gonna
type motherfucker.
do it. Mojo, bless you, brother. Brother.
Ah, brother.
Oh shit. Man, Master, listen, thank you so much, man, for pulling up and holding it down with me today, bro. I appreciate you
No
big
doubt,
time.
fam.
Man, thank you.
Yeah.
Yo, shit. Y'all already know what it is, man. Pantha Politix Podcast. We'll catch y'all next time. All purpose on the way. We got sidebars with my man Tarly from Tarly and the Tribe, who will also be on Gravitas Tour Leg 2. It's a lot on the way, y'all. Stay tuned. One.